everybody, we're back, another episode of All Season Sportsman. We've been kind of lacking on getting out on the ice, so we've been kind of doing these other videos, jigs, doing the tip-up stuff, what have you, painting jig heads. I said in our last video I've got a really fun trip planned for the end of the month, something I've never done before, and I'm not ready to share what I'm going to do yet. But here I've got my two favorite walleye rods. I've got a 36-inch medium heavy action St. Croix Mojo ice rod. This is one of my walleye rods, and this one here is a Premier ice rod by St. Croix. It is a 28-inch medium action rod, which is another one of my favorite walleye rods. These poles have been lined for 2 years. I think it's about time we put a new line on. What happens is when you're jigging, ripping wraps, spoons, and you're just sitting there constantly jigging for walleyes, all that does is make that line twist up unless you put a barrel swivel on. So you can feel that twist just in the line that I have right here without even the line being relaxed. You can feel the twists in it from the heavy jigging it's been through. So we're going to peel all that line off. We're going to put new stuff on, and for my trip at the end of the month I'm going to put the Berkeley Vanish fluorocarbon 8-pound test on. When you guys finally find out what I'm doing at the end of the month, you're going to think I'm half crazy for using 8-pound test. But we'll explain that while I'm out there on the ice on my trip. I'll explain to you about the 8-pound fluorocarbon. So we're going to start with my 36-inch Mojo ice rod. And we're just going to start peeling line off. Alright, we got all the line off my poles. Now we're going to open up some fluorocarbon. This stuff truly is amazing, you guys. Now I'm going to have my boy hold this spool on a pen or pencil, whatever he finds, while I reel it on my spool, or put it on my open face reel. Back to the line twist, even with jigging with spoons or ripping wraps or swim bait wraps. After reeling up so many times on an open face reel, that'll also put a lot of twists in your line. But I'd have to say 80% of your line twist comes from jigging, hands down. Been dealing with some pretty cold temps. I got an aunt that lives down south, and they had some pretty nasty weather down there, and she had stated that to her northern friends and family that they have a friend down there that's drunk and wanted us to come down and pick him up. Well, she was referring to the weather. Well, sorry, Aunt Barb, it ain't happening. We've got enough up here, and sharing is caring. It's not fair for us to always suffer through it. You guys can have some too. Alright, dude.
Ready?
Just like that.
Just like this?
Yep. Just keep tension on it.
Got it.
You gotta let the spool go.
Well, that's better.
Now I'm gonna put
There's 200.
all the line on that I can. The key thing that I want to do is, as your reel fills up, you want to stay about 1/8 of an inch back from the outside diameter of your reel. Hey, quit messing with the camera and put some tension on the spool, please. Thank you. I need more tension.
I gotta readjust my fingers. There we go.
I need you to hold it up, upright. It helps if you hold one hand on the bottom, one hand on the top. There you go.
Oh, you wrapped around the pencil. There we go.
Burning your hand yet?
Yeah.
It is. Well, that's right. You don't have man hands yet.
No, it's just burning in between my index finger and my thumb.
All right. A little bit more. Alright, so I filled up with enough lime. I'm about 1/8 inch away from the outside diameter of my reel. I'm going to call it good there. And now we're going to switch over to time lapse while I do the other rod. Well, we got both my nice walleye rods taken care of. All new line, no twists. I was going to tie a couple jigs tonight, but it's getting pretty late. Kids need to get to bed. I need to get to bed. We got a big day ahead of us tomorrow. We're gonna stop up at one of my favorite bait shops tomorrow. Hopefully we're gonna be able to do some video inside. My boy wants to do a short interview with the owner of the bait shop that we're going to. However, we are not sponsored by this bait shop, but we enjoy going there and we'd like to share our experience with you, and you guys can get to know the owner a little bit. Then once we are done with our trip to the bait shop, and we're going to come home, load up the gear, and hit some hard water. And then maybe tomorrow night I'll get around to tying some jigs. We'll see you guys later.